Bayanni, you're not a stranger to these lands. You've been here a couple of times, collaborated with some dope musicians in Kenya, Bensoul and Biri. Tell me something cool that or unique that you like about Kenya.
Hey everyone. Hey. There are so many things. So if you say something, I don't know. Okay. The ambience, the weather, the people, the culture, the women. You thought I was going to skip that. So the women, the men. So I just love the culture basically. I love Kenyans. I think this is like a second home to me. And I always say something whenever I'm here, like I will get an house somewhere around. Yeah, it's gonna happen.
So, okay, fine. You can also marry Kenyans. Yeah. Cool. Let's talk about your new EP, Love and Hustle. It's a very interesting play around love and ambition. So, in your personal space, how do you balance both? Assuming they're both happening concurrently.
I think I'm still finding a way to balance both. Why I say finding a way is because we are not perfect, except we just want to deceive ourselves. But one thing I know in my life is love. My mom, my dad. My dad paid for my first studio session, by the way. Like the first time I was going to ever get into the studio to record, that was my dad. My dad paid. And as much as I would love to give my dad the credit, I will also give my mom too, because I know my mom was somewhere just pinching him like yeah. You know, I when I was like young, I was born into a musical family, by the way. So when I was like the age of like 5, 6, I started playing instruments. I started to pick up instruments. You know, as a parent, you just see your child taking spoons and fork and eating it on the plate. You know there's something going on there. So that was how it started for me. And at the age of like 13, I could play like 7 instruments, 6 instruments. And then I went to a musical high school. So I like studied music sheets and all this stuff, you know. I can read. I don't think I can read anymore. I used to be able to read. Yeah, and then in uni, I wanted to do music, but then I had a second thought of it not to do music because I felt like I already knew a lot about music. So I did accounting, which was my dad. Yeah, very different. So yeah, I did accounting, which was my dad's, which is my dad's profession. Yeah. So I did that to kind of like just. It was a bribe. Underneath it was a bribe to just because I knew I was going to end up doing music. So going to uni to do music would be like predictable. So upon finishing school, I'm just giving you the whole story. Upon finishing school, I made sure I did very well. I did very well in school. I made sure of that because all my brothers are like geniuses. So and they're all in the sciences. So I have this issue with books. So.
It's okay. Yeah. We're all black sheep in our family.
Yeah.
I think you're a superstar.
Yeah. So it got to a point where I just had to like come clean with my dad and just tell him, Pops, I want to do music, right? And when I told him, before I told him, I had a meeting with my brothers and they were like, don't do it, just do your thing, you don't need to tell him. But I summoned the courage one day and I just like, okay, what's going to happen? I'm just going to tell him, because my dad is a very, very scary man. So I ended up telling him and he was like, okay, fine. And that really surprised me until I spoke to my mom and then my mom was like, oh, I settled it. And basically why was because when I was like a child, there was a prophet that told my mom that this boy will get to a point in life where he's going to tell you that he's going to do music. Just agree, just support, you know. And that was it. That same year I got signed by Don Jazzy, I got looking by Don Jazzy. Before Don Jazzy even came, there were like a lot of eyes on the industry on me. And I just want to thank God so far.